Hottest, we will tell you why. But first, do you give your kids an allowance only to tell them how to spend it? Our Scream-Free therapist is in the house to tell us why you're not doing them any favors. That's next.
Right now, let's hear what you're saying.
23 minutes after the hour, welcome back to the Daily Buzz. Are your kids responsible for chores around the house? Do they earn an allowance for getting them done? Then, do you tell them how to spend their money? Our Scream-Free therapist, Hal Runkle, is here to help us understand why we need to let our children learn at a very young age how to handle their money. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, first of all, I want to ask, at what age do you start giving the kids money?
I don't think there's a definitive age. You can just judge that. It really depends on how you're ready to hand them an allowance and then let them spend it.
And, I mean, what's reasonable? What should you start with? You know, a quarter, a dollar?
I really don't. You know, it doesn't really matter. Yes, everybody can go overboard, but the truth is they're probably going to get more money from their grandparents than they are from you. So they're going to have lots of money. The difficulty is, okay, how do I teach my kids how to spend their money without telling them this is how you have to spend your money? Because a lot of parents, okay, we get the 3 envelopes, you know, for saving, for spending, and for giving. Right? But how many adults live that way?
Well,
a third of your money going to each. No, we don't live.
Well, and I guess my first question should have been, because when I was growing up, we didn't get paid to do chores. You had to do chores no matter what if you wanted to stay in the house.
Right, sure.
So,
that was just part of being in the family.
That's back in the day.
Here's what we do, and I think it's a good way to do it. Is there are chores that you have to do that are just a part of being in the family.
Right.
But we're going to come up with some extra things every once in a while. Like we have a huge storm, and now there's pine cones everywhere throughout the yard. Okay, you can get $1 for every bucket of pine cones you pick up.
Whoa,
something like
that's a lot.
Not for my 7-year-olds. They're getting $200 for their birthday from their grandparents.
Oh, from their grandparents. I was thinking, Mr. Moneybags.
No. We don't have to give them money. You know, grandparents are.
Okay.
I hope they're watching, by the way. Stop giving my kids.
Give them to you, right?
Give them to me.
Okay. Why shouldn't we tell our kids how to spend their money if we gave it to them?
Because it's a gift. I can't give it and then pull the strings. We've all experienced that from folks.
What about if you encourage them to spend it in a certain way?
Sure, but
these are your options.
But here's the thing. I want my kids to make mistakes with money now so that they learn the pain of that, so they don't have to make it now. It'd be great for them to have buyer's remorse after something with $40, so they don't have to do it with $40,000 later in life.
That's true. Okay, so say most of us, since most of us don't, save and whatnot like we should, how do we show our kids how to do that?
The best thing we can do for our kids about money is manage our own. Because we cannot expect them to manage their money any better than we're going to. Having them watch us really get real about our finances, to quote Dr. Phil, but get real about, here's how we spend our money, and not teach our kids, now this is not what to do. No, just focus on how am I doing with my money. You know what? How I do with my money will filter down to how my kids respect it
as well. And I guess you can start that at any age with a piggy bank at 5 years old, giving them a quarter or whatever the case may be to save it.
Of course. And you're going to do that, and that's fine. You're going to make mistakes with it. That's fine. The most important thing you can do is focus on how you deal with your money.
Okay. Now, how do we deal with that call at Oregon and Oklahoma, that game the other week? Wasn't that just killing you?
You know, it couldn't happen to a lamer.
You better stop it. We fight all the time because I'm Oklahoma and he's Texas.
In 2 weeks, Suckahoma loses to Texas.
Thank you for coming in.
I'm going to have all my orange on.
Go OU. Hey, for more information on how Scream-Free approach, go to our website, dailybuzz.tv. We are